Welcome back. Well, Mama Isabella from Kingston's Kitchen was not particularly helpful. But at least we know that she wasn't actually involved in the murder, or at least she claims not to be. This is clicking on me. These click spots are a bit annoying, because I wouldn't say this is clicking on me. Apparently it is. Got a big red button on the side of her counter. I think it's a self-destruct button. Let's move on. There is a bar here. This is the same bar where Deckard in the movie buys that bottle of whatever it was he bought. Some kind of alcohol. It might be. Not sure. We can talk to the owner, though.
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
We are with the LPD, damn you.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Apparently we can't actually ask him about anything at the moment. And drinking on duty. Shame on you. Okay. This actually is a circle, so we'll get back to where we came from. Eventually. There's a China bar. What's on this side? I can't see. Probably something selling fake animals like most of the other stuff. But this here looks like the green pawn? The pawn shop that Bob told us about. Which would make this our friend Izo.
Excuse me.
People here just don't listen,
McCoy,
do
LPD.
Why do they call it the LPD, by the way? Isn't Los Angeles Police Department the LAPD? LPD is the Lytton Police Department from Police Quest. And again, Jim Walsh is the designer on this game, so is that a coincidence? I don't remember if they called it the LPD in the movie. And the book was set in San Francisco, so kind of irrelevant there. Alright, let's talk to Izo. Let's see if maybe he knows something about these weapons. And also, we want to talk about his involvement in cars.
2 minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
Sure. You know, as far as pawn shop owners go, I think I preferred the one in Kingsworth 6. And I bet you don't have a magic map for me either.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Izo.
Well, you might know something about the Dragonfly jewelry, although I... Jewelry? What the hell? Just because we're talking to a Japanese guy doesn't mean that you can switch R's and L's.
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic.
We're talking exceptionally fine jewelry in the shape of a dragonfly.
Ah, they were so majestic. I remember them from my childhood, and that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million.
You're not a big help there. Hey, come back. Damn you. I gotta wait until he comes back. Can't go in there, no. That is annoying. this wouldn't be a problem in real life. You just call him back. Heh. Maybe I'll have more luck if I walk back and forth a bit. Come on, Izo. I want to talk to you. This is kind of an unusual problem. There we go. Let's ask him about cars first.
Ever consort with a group called CARS? C-A-R-S?
Cars. What is that?
Citizens Against Replicant Slavery.
I don't have time for such pursuits.
How about Spencer Gregorian?
The same goes for him, whoever he is.
Funny, because he described you to a T. Even down to that stupid little ponytail you got.
It's called a chomanta.
What would you say if I told you Gregorian named you as one of the people who was there when the Tyrell building blew up?
There's a mistake somewhere along the chain of communication.
So, you're denying all involvement?
I won't lie to you, Detective. There was a time in my life when I might have been involved with such an organization. I actually cared. But now, all I care about is my business. I am nothing but a humble salesman.
Yeah,
Perhaps
sure.
I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
Ah! I'm blind. What? Where did he go? He's gone. He left his camera behind. Oh, we got some photos, but we need to see if we can find this guy, and I think this is locked. Let's see if we can solve that. Haha! And where did he run off to? What the hell has he got down here?
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Izo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city.
But did our reps get their weapons here? I don't know. And no need to run. It's not as if we're chasing anyone. Where can we go? Up the ladder, it seems. Is the only way. Right now, anyway.
I am not about to have all my hard work obliterated just because you stumbled into my shop, Detective. Westerners need guns and hardware. All I need is will.
Freeze, Yoshi!
Izo,
Whatever. Been keeping yourself busy?
I'll be out of lockup within the hour.
Your little skin job friend's gonna take up a collection to bail you out, or you got it saved up?
Maybe I got friends in high places.
Yeah, and if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. What are you doing here, Slim?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I've been tracking this boy for a week. He thinks he's pretty clever. He's a material witness in a case I'm working. In fact, your best buddy's a replicant, isn't he? The big guy with the dreadlocks. What's his name again?
Hallucinate often?
That's okay. You'll be giving him up to me soon enough. I can handle it from here, Slim. Why don't you go buy yourself a lollipop? Something else to suck on.
Very clever.
But I wasn't trying to be.
Crystal, you kind of get on my nerves. Now we can go down here. We couldn't go do that before. At the moment, there's not really any reason. And since I already picked up the camera, there's not really any reason to go back to Izo's shop either. We got two pictures. One that's apparently of the China bar. And, well, that's the one he just took off me. Apparently it's a Polaroid camera or something. because the picture is already developed.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police issue
Yep. That's interesting actually, because Gregorian also said that Izo had weapons, stuff that were so new that the police hadn't even used it yet. We did also pick up the camera, but... okay. We did also pick up the camera, but apparently that doesn't constitute evidence. Right, that means that I would like to head back. Can we talk to Hassan about what Bob said? I don't think so, but...
Thanks for your time.
nope. I'd like to head back to the station for 2 reasons. I'd like to put those
I
photographs
was fresh
through
out of
the
Leeds.
Esper.
Poking around Hawker's circle had been a waste of time. I had nothing to connect this Izo character to the Eisendaler murder. But if the replicants had done in one Tyrell scientist, maybe they'd go after another. And the subcontractors down on DNA Row didn't have Tyrell's security to protect them.
Alright, that little bit of conjecture that McCoy just did there means that now we can go to DNA Row, another location from the movie. But I actually do want to go to the police station first. Because I want to put those photographs through the Esper, but also because I really want to see if I can get a meeting with Tyrell. So hopefully Gooza's around this time. Although I'm not holding out too much hope, to be honest. Nope. That's annoying. Well, maybe it will happen in Act 3. I'll keep checking back anyway.
Mainframe and shooting range.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is minor. The radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small pockets, all miles distant from the city center. Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal, especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
Looks like the governor wants to do something about the kipple. Good for him. Are we still number 1 on the list? Yes, we are. Good for me. Alright, let's put those pictures through the Esper, but we'll do so in the next video.